Welcome back to the Budgeting Budgie. Today I'm going to go over our sinking funds and what I call our expense funds. So basically everything in our budget has one of these funds unless it's very short term, say only if it's only going to get paid that week, or if we're only saving it up for a month, then that way it's just a fluid fund. So basically we don't do cash stuffings for our sinking funds or our expense funds. The reason being, we have what's called an offset account. This account is linked to our mortgage. So what this means is any money in this account actually offsets the amount of interest that's charged on our mortgage. So for instance, if you had a $500,000 mortgage or home loan and had $100,000 in the offset account, you'd only be charged interest on $400,000. Interest is calculated daily and charged or implemented monthly. Okay, so let's get started. So the reason these are called sinking funds and not expense funds is these are funds that we don't look at withdrawing from on a monthly or regular basis. So what we have here is Tucson. So in Tucson, so this is everything in relation to my car or the new car that we've purchased. So currently per month, because this is a 5-week month, so if you divide each of these numbers by 5, then you'll get the weekly amounts. So with insurance, we're going to put away, we're looking to put away $130 this month. For registration, $145. Maintenance, $125. So this maintenance isn't just, say, repairs or your yearly services and stuff. It also includes things like car wash, or I do need actually new windscreen wipers. So I'm looking maybe in January or at the end of this month, once this gets up to $90, I believe they are, then I will purchase those. But again, we'll shop around and see if there's any better deals. The next line items we have is health. So currently in this account, we have $757 and we're looking to put an extra $100 towards that. With Christmas, because we have done some Christmas spending, that was in November, it's currently got $705 and we're looking at putting in $100 this month. Home maintenance has $663 in it currently, and we're looking to add another $400. I was speaking to my husband this morning and we are looking at getting a new security door or wire door. However, we're not 100% sure if we're going to make that purchase just because of how low this sinking fund is at the moment, but we'll have a think about it and see what we'll do there. And then this mat leave one is pretty much for when I go on maternity leave. This will supplement my income during that time. So I am putting money away to go towards that. I only started this, I believe, in October. So that's why this doesn't really have much money, and we're looking at putting $260 towards this. And in these two, we have my savings and then my husband's savings. So my savings started with a balance of $180 and we put $50 a week towards it. So these two will be the first ones to be cut if we need extra funds for whatever reason. And then the final one is rounding. So what I used to do was put any extra cents onto our credit card to reduce the bill at the end of the month. However, what I've started to do since November is actually tuck this money away, and just over the year, so I will deplete this come end of December. But next year, I want to keep it for the full year and see how much we actually get in the rounding fund. So with all of this totaled up, our starting balance is $3,000.55. And we're looking to put in another $1,760 for December. Now I'll move over to our expense funds. I did put the stickers on a bit wrong. This sticker is actually meant to be on the other side. However, I stuck them down and yeah, that's where they're living for this month. So with our mortgage, so our minimum mortgage repayment is $1,988. The reason here why I'm looking to put in $2,088 this month is I like to, as I said, have even or rounded numbers. So when the interest is charged, that usually happens on the 4th of each month. I will then put some money into our mortgage in order to get that to a solid amount, and that's an extra $100 a month that we can put towards that. This does have a starting balance of $0. The reason being is this is quite new. So what we used to do is overpay or prepay, put any extra money towards our mortgage. However, now that our focus is on debt, we're only doing an extra $100, and that's just to clear off those extra dollars of interest that are charged and those cents as well. And then the next category, so this is everything that falls under bills. So we have our rates. Our rates are due this month. I don't know exactly when they're going to be debited from our credit card. However, there's currently $390 in there, and we're looking to put an extra $225. Our water has $291 in there, and we're looking to put an extra $125 this month. Home insurance, that's usually charged around the 4th or 5th, same time as the mortgage interest is charged. That's currently got $120, and we're looking to put $108 in this month. Electricity, starting balance of $161, and we put $200 in there this month. So again, if all these numbers are divided by 5, then that will give you the weekly amount. So in January, these amounts are going to look different. Next up, we have gas, which currently has $52 sitting in there, and we're going to put an extra $75. Internet has $23, and we're going to put an extra $75 in there as well. Phones currently has $0. Reason being, in November, we did have to replace my husband's phone. He did try and get it fixed. However, they couldn't do that, and he was using his iPhone 7 for a couple months, and it just kept dying. He's not able to charge it too often. So we did get a refurbished one, not a brand new one. So a refurbished iPhone 11 for him. So half of the money came out of my savings fund, and then half of it came out of here. So the reason being is it was a birthday present, so $300 from me, and then the rest of the money came from here, which I believe was $300, including a case. And then the last one here, we've got subscriptions. That's got $7 in there, and we're looking to put $75 in there over the month. So this is a very new line item as well. So with subscriptions, I used to just pick categories it'd come out of every month. So we do get our groceries delivered. It's $15 a month. $15 would come out of groceries. However, now I want to keep an eye on exactly what subscriptions we have and what we're using, and start keeping an eye on them and maybe cancelling a few. If I put them all under here, then I'll be able to see exactly what subscriptions we do have. And then going down here as well. So our last ones are our groceries. So that's $120 a week, but $60 this month. There's been $25 rolled over from last month. Our household items, this is also a new one. So we used to lump everything in with groceries. However, with inflation and grocery prices going up, I do want to keep an eye on that and see how much we're actually spending on groceries alone. Then we have baby. So it currently has $26, and we're going to put $140 in this month, or hoping to. So that's anything to do with my doctor's appointments, or vitamins, medication, anything like that in relation to the baby. And then we have our fur baby. She started with $83, and we're looking to put $150. So she will need, we did purchase her flea tablets recently, and she will need a haircut coming into the warmer months. So we're looking at doing that for her as well. And then my spending, so me and my husband get $115 each a week to spend on whatever we want. I don't track anything he spends. He gets that in his own account. But I do have $71 left over from previous months. And then I'm getting an extra $575 this month, which I deposit in here weekly. This one is our unloved gifts category, which is currently negative at $1,690 as of the start of December. Is extremely frustrating, and I'm hoping to get this completely to zero by the end of December. One is our petrol fund. So this one's quite new too, because I just got my car mid-November sometime, late November. So I'm getting myself $40 a week for petrol. I don't think I'll spend that amount. However, It does need a complete refuel. It's on a quarter of a tank or something at the moment. And transport, so this is a tolls account that a family member uses. So they pay us back at the end of every month. So what I'm hoping to do with this is just get this to a balance of $500 because that's the most they've ever spent on tolls in 1 month. And then keep that balance at $500 and then stop funding this every week because it is just annoying having this one here. And rollover, so the bad thing about this is, yes, I do roll over my pay. However, I have spoken to a couple people at work, and in our contract, it actually states that we're not allowed to share our salary. I doubt that anyone would connect me to the Budgeting Budgie. However, if that were to happen, I would be reprimanded and worst case scenario, lose my job. So I don't want that to happen. So I have just put in 0 here. However, I do know the actual amount that's being rolled over. And then finally, so this is what I like to call a fluid fund. This is for a car battery and keys that need replacing on a Nissan Patrol that we're looking to sell in the coming months. When all of this is totaled, I'll just zoom you out. When all of this is totaled, it actually comes to a negative of $277. What that means is even if I depleted all of these, it still wouldn't be enough to cover the gifts, which is negative. And to me, that's extremely frustrating. So what I'll do is I'll show you both side by side. So here, this total was $3,055. This total here is negative 277. So what we have sitting in our account at the moment is $2,723.55. We actually use a credit card. So there's rarely anything that we pay for in cash because we don't use cash necessarily. So all of these are charged to the credit card, and I just keep up with them weekly and then pay it off at the end of the week. Thank you so much for watching my video today and taking the time. I really do appreciate it, and thank you all so much for the support that I've received on my channel. I love this community, and I'm kicking myself as to why I didn't start doing this sooner. It was one of those things where I was just almost too embarrassed or too shy to start a channel. However, I have decided to suck that feeling up and just see how I go, and keeping myself accountable. I do believe that this will be the key in getting me out of debt as soon as possible, especially that renovation loan, which takes up $450 a week of our income. I hope you're having a lovely week and enjoying the festive season or the festivities to come in December. Thank you very much. See you soon. Bye.